The Huawei Nova 3 and the Nova 3i are all set to launch in India on July 26th. But with the recent launch of the Nova 3i, we already know all the detailed specifications of both the smartphones. And here's all you need to know about it. Let's start with the display. Both the Nova 3 and the Nova 3i sport 6.3-inch Full HD Plus displays with a 19.5:9 aspect ratio and a pixel density of 409 ppi. It has an iPhone X-like notch at the front with sensors and dual cameras in it. So that takes us to the camera setup on both these smartphones, which is a little different. The Huawei Nova 3 sports a dual camera setup consisting of a 16 megapixel primary sensor with an f1.8 aperture and face detection autofocus, while the secondary sensor is a 24 megapixel sensor with an f1.8 aperture as well. The Nova 3i also has a dual camera setup and has a 16 megapixel sensor with an f2.2 aperture, and the secondary sensor, well, that's a 2 megapixel camera. Both phones have identical dual camera setup at the front, consisting of a 24 megapixel primary sensor with an f2.0 aperture and a secondary 2 megapixel depth sensor. Both the phones have AI scene recognition, and the front camera setup has a 3D emoji feature which looks similar to Apple's Animoji. Under the hood, the Nova 3 is powered by an octa-core Kirin 970 SoC that's paired with a Mali G72 GPU. It has 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of internal storage. The Nova 3i on the other hand sports an octa-core Kirin 710 SoC and comes in 4 GB RAM and 6 GB RAM options based on what you choose. You also get 64 GB and 128 GB of storage options. Both phones have expandable storage up to 256 GB via microSD card, and they also run EMUI 8.2 based on Android Oreo 8.1. Coming to the battery, the one in the Huawei Nova 3 is rated at 3750 mAh, while the Nova 3i gets a slightly smaller 3340 mAh battery. As for the prices, we will note the India pricing when it is launched on July 26th, but we do have China prices as of now. The Huawei Nova 3 is priced at 2,999 Chinese yuan for the lone 6 GB RAM 128 GB storage variant. It will be available in China on July 19th in black, blue, gold and purple color variants. The Nova 3i on the other hand is priced at 1,999 Chinese yuan for the 4 GB RAM 128 GB internal storage variant and 2,199 Chinese yuan for the 6 GB RAM 64 GB internal storage variant. Pricing of the 6 GB RAM 128 GB internal storage variant haven't been revealed yet. The Nova 3i will be made available in its home country from August 10th and will be available in black, purple and white color options. So that is everything you needed to know about the Nova 3 and the Nova 3i. And for all things tech, stay tuned to Gadgets360.com.